95, His Lordship held that the impugned detention order passed under the Gujarat Prevention of likelihood of carrying of illegal activity or the alleged carrying out of illegal activity cannot be said to have any nexus with the maintenance of public order. And at the most, it can be said to be the breach of law and order and certainly not public order. And that simplicity of registration of FIRs by itself cannot amount to breach of public order, and authority cannot invoke the provisions under the Act when no relevant and cogent material exists to support such invocation. In case of Tehra Bibi Gulam Bibi versus Kharursia Gulam Bibi, reported in 2023, Volume 2, GLA, page number 3, while dismissing the second appeal, preferred against the concurrent findings of the learned courts below, in respect of suit filed for declaration and permanent injunction, it was held that appellants were not in legal possession, but were only permissive caretakers of the property, and though they had lived for maximum years, they were not in a hostile position, unobstructed by the respondent owners. In view of this, while taking note that the second appeal is maintainable only if it involves substantial question of law at the stage of admission, which was not raised in the said case, dismissed the appeal by a detailed judgment. In case of Jagdish Kumar Mehta versus Gujarat Housing Board, reported in 2024 AIJEL 247765, an order of premature retirement came to be challenged on the ground that it was passed as a shortcut to avoid departmental inquiry at the fag end of the petitioner's career. His Lordship held that there was no adverse entry against the petitioner in his service record till the order of compulsory retirement was passed, and therefore it was ruled that the action of authority was arbitrary and was with a view to short-circuit the departmental proceedings. It was worth noting that Justice Sareen is known for coming up with shairi spontaneously, F for any situation. I recall, once I had appeared before His Lordship for a matter on the day of retirement of Justice Vora. Upon concluding the hearing, before rising for recess, His Lordship conveyed in the form of a Hindi shairi that the day of retirement is bittersweet, where one has to leave behind the institution that a person has dedicated a significant period of life. But at the same time, there is an excitement for a new phase of life. In this behalf, let me borrow for His Lordship as to what was once said by a great philosopher and yogi, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, in the year 1898, at the time of taking up assignment of professorship in English literature in Baroda College, administered by Maharaja Gaikwad, on the eve of retirement of his predecessor.
Srimati Sunitaji Agarwal, Honorable Chief Justice, respected Mr. Justice Biren Vaishnav, Senior Most Judge of High Court of Gujarat, my esteemed sister and brother judges, Learned Advocate General Shri Kamalbhai Trivedi, Learned Additional Advocate General and Government Leader Srimati Manisha Ben, Learned Additional Advocate General and Public Prosecutor Shri Mitesh Bhai Amin, Senior Counsels of this High Court, Shri Vijesh Trivedi, President, Shri Virat Popat, Vice President, and all the office bearers and members of Gujarat High Court Bar Association, Learned Registrar General, members of the High Court Registries, Secretaries of the Honorable the Chief Justice Secretariat, my wife Sareen, my son Ujjwal, Srimati Sunita Grover, my mother-in-law, all respected and beloved family members, friends of High Court Bar present over here, and happy to announce that my batchmates who are retired district judges are also present over here, and the persons with whom I have worked, senior judges, are also over here, as well as family members of my batchmates are also here. Some of the members of the bar from Navsari have come over here. Thanks to them for coming over here. I am grateful to the Almighty for having chosen me to serve this pious institution, the Temple of Justice. Nobody knows as to where the destiny will take us. A person from a small town, Valsad, having no ascendance in the family or any nexus with the legal fraternity, after completion of schooling, joined the college local and a Shah Commerce College Valsad and local law college in Valsad. Struggled for a long period to get jobs in railways, in banks, but not able to make it. In 1989, I was selected in UTI as a clerk. When, during the time of my practice in the office of my senior T.M. Desai, my father went to meet him that he is getting a job of 1500 rupees per month and he will be permanent in UTI at Bombay. Let him go. But my senior was having a belief on me. He said, "Nahi, isko nahi jaane dena. He will shine out. He aage jayega." And that's why I continued in 1990. After my marriage, Lady Luck came in my life in form of Sareen. And in 1990, exactly after 2 months of marriage in March 1990, advertisement of GPSC came, declaring posts of 150 vacancies of civil judges and judicial magistrates. That was the last advertisement by the GPSC. After that, High Court took over the recruitment of civil judges. I passed the examination, I passed the interview. Luckily, where I was not getting any job in banks and railways, I was able to get the pious job of a judge and magistrate in judiciary. In 1991, on 13th August, on Tuesday, I took charge as a civil judge under the guidance of late Shri B.K. Bhatt, my principal district judge. On the very first day, I remember that when I went to meet him in courtesy, I was a young boy of 29 years. He was talking informally to Tara big Tevati. It was his habit कि बोल इंटीमेसी से बात करवी. मैंने कि तू आज कुर्सी पर बैसे छे, कुर्सी ने तारा पर बैसवा नहीं दे तो क्या रही. That teaching by my first district judge, that I remember the entire career. He was like a fatherly figure. The guidance, he gave me guidance. He looked after my family also. And I was posted in railway court. In those days, Godhra was a suspending court, railway magistrate court. My 3 predecessors were suspended from Godhra railway. So I started crying. Okay, why I am posted as a JMFC railway? I went to the district judge. He told me, your slate is totally blank. I have written nothing in your slate. You go and work. You close down that suspension door. And thereafter I worked for 1/4 to 3 years in railway. I cleared my probation in railway magistrate, as a railway magistrate itself. Thereafter I was posted in Kutch, various places, promoted in 2000 as a civil judge, senior division, assistant judge, additional district judge, fast track court monitoring cell, and lastly district judge in Jamnagar and Anand. And thereafter, again, by the blessing of my Almighty and my elders, I was elevated on 3rd March 2020 in this court, which we were adoring from the trial judiciary as our highest court, with due respect to all. And thereafter, for 4 years and 20 days precisely, I worked over here. Today is the 20th day. In these 32 years and 7 months and 10 days, working in this institution, one thing I feel from bottom of my heart, that there is no service as a pious service like a judicial officer, which gives feeling of contentment to the person who renders justice to the needy people. No other person can respect like a judge is given in the society. Moreover, satisfaction which I have gained in approximately 33 years of this journey is that by I have mainly tried that why the people are fighting. I have always pursued them to go for settlement in my entire career. And the cases in which I have tried for amicable settlement, and if they are settled, I was very much satisfied to look smiles on the faces of both the parties, because it was a win-win situation for both the parties. And that was the real satisfaction for me during that time. As today I am ending my journey as a judicial officer and as a judge of this High Court, after completing this 33 years, I do acknowledge the support of, firstly, Honorable Mr. Justice Vikram Nath, Judge Supreme Court of Supreme Court for India, who has administered oath to us with my batchmates Justice Ilesh Vora, Justice Geeta Gopi, Dr. Justice A.C. Joshi, and myself on 3rd March 2020. Also, Honorable Justice Arvind Kumar, and lastly, I am thankful to Honorable Srimati Sunita Agarwal ji, the present Chief Justice. I do acknowledge my deep sense of gratitude towards all my brothers and sister judges with whom I have worked and also with whom I have shared the bench during these 4 years, starting with Ms. Justice Belaben Trivedi, with whom I started my journey as a High Court judge on 3rd March 2020. Given the business of acquittal appeals on the very first day, it was a totally new beginning for me. Procedure of High Court was not very much known to me. And coincidentally, blessings of Justice B.K. Bhatt was with me or so. The first appeal which was decided by me and Justice Belaben Trivedi was the judgment given by B.K. Bhatt Sahab in Junagadh. That was a blessings of Justice B.K. Honorable Mr. District Judge B.K. Bhatt Sahab. That will be ever remembered by me. Mara Guru in my judgment mein acquittal appeal mein confirm kari. I am also thankful to Mr. Justice R.M. Chaya, former Chief Justice, Guwahati High Court, Honorable Ms. Justice Sonia Ben Gokani, former Chief Justice, Gujarat High Court, respected Brother Justice S.H. Vora, Honorable Mr. Justice A.J. Desai, Chief Justice of Kerala High Court, Honorable Mr. Justice Vipul Pancholi, Judge Patna High Court, respected Brother Justice A.J. A.Y. Kokje, respected Brother Justice Umesh Trivedi, with whom till today I was sitting in the bench. Respected Brother Justice A.S. Sufaiya and respected Brother Justice Bhargav Karya, with whom I have shared bench for 1 day. I am grateful to all of them for rendering me support and guidance during this tenure of my High Court judge. I convey my deep regards to all the district judges with whom I have worked for these years, starting from Shri B.K. Bhatt, Shri V.S. Moge, Shri L. Dave, former judge of High Court of Gujarat, respected Shri J.C. Upadhyay, former judge of this court, respected Shri A. Qureshi, Shri Hetaben Pandya, Shri A.G. Urezi, former judge of this court, respected Shri C.D. Patel, late Shri J.G. Joshi, Shrimati Purnima Ben Shukla, respected Shri G.B. Shah, judge of this court, respected Shrimati S.Y. Trivedi, Shri S.N. Vakil, and lastly, District Judge Y.M. Shukla, with whom I worked as an additional district judge in Bhavnagar. I also convey my deep regards to all the judicial officers of the High Court Registry who have worked with me somewhere as my colleagues also, or as a juniors also. I convey my deep sense of gratitude towards them also for their support and cooperation in this High Court. I am also thankful to all colleague judges of the state judiciary with whom I have worked, officers and staff of the state judiciary. I also convey my deep regards and gratitude to my court staff who were my active hands during these 4 years. Shri Rafiq Parmar, my former principal secretary, now assistant secretary to the Honorable Chief Justice, Ms. Drishti Shukla, Ms. Radhika, Court Master Shri Atul Thakkar, my legal assistant Ms. Jangna Vyas, my previous Chobdar, Mr. Darji, who has retired, my present Chobdar Shri Jayendra Chauhan, Pune Shri Anil Parmar, driver Shri Gyandev Gole, my both security personnel Shri Ravi Nawade, Shri Razak Pathan, my home attendants Hardik Solanki and Sanjay Parmar, and lastly liftman Gokul Patel. Though he was not so much active due to his some physical health, he was always in service of. Before me, he always rendered his service. I also acknowledge the work of Shri Kalpesh Thakur, Shri Ajay Prajapati, Shri Paresh Vyas, Shri Jignesh Patel, Shri Dhaval Mehta and Shri Sandeep Patel and the team from the judges cell who can be said to be our finance ministers, preparing our bills. Shri Harshad Patel and Shri Ashok Patel for the allotment of cars and drivers when needed. I am also thankful to the staff members of Protocol Cell, Shri Sanil Nayak, Shri Balodi, Shri Halshad Mekwan, Shri Shailesh Baria, Shri Bharat Parmar and Shri Ramesh Tiwari and Umakant. I am also thankful to the secretaries of the Honorable Chief Justice Secretary Shri Ravindran, Shri Prakash Talreja, Shri Sunil Lodha, Shri Jadvi Sheikh, Shri Radhakrishnan and Shri A.M.S. Ayyad. Also grateful to Dr. U.M. Chauhan for keeping close watch on my health. Shri J.G. Vitlani, Shri Shailesh Goswami, Campus Administrator, Shri Kishore Kumpawat, Shri Bhargav Rathar, the Court Keepers, Dilshad Bhai for the Stationery Department, and all the other persons and staff of this High Court who has given me the services. At this stage, I will be lacking my duties if I do not acknowledge the support from my family, especially my wife Simmi Sareen, who has always motivated me when I am in stress or in depressed mood. She has always managed every social responsibilities of my family and has never complained during my struggle days. I also can't forget to mention that whatever I am today is with the blessings of my parents, late Shri Meghra Sareen, Srimati Veena Sareen, my elder brother Devendra Sareen, my elder sister Srimati Sarita Bajaj, who had always been motivating me in my entire journey, in my entire life, and whose blessings are with me. I also thank my mother-in-law, Srimati Sunita Grover, for her blessings and wishes and wonderful gift like Simmi Sareen. I would like to mention that my children, my elder son Neeraj Sareen and daughter-in-law Jyoti Sareen, who are in Australia, those who have sent me best wishes today, and my son Ujjwal Sareen, who is a practicing advocate in this High Court, has also been very great support to me in my journey. Lastly, I am thankful to all the advocates of this bar for supporting me in the administration of the justice. At this juncture, I would like to convey some message to young lawyers that what my senior used to tell me, late Shri T.M. Desai, that there is a very big, if anybody has visited Navsari Court, there is a very big neem tree in the compound. And as a junior, after some work, after going through some court, I used to sit over there with my colleagues in the under the neem tree, he used to tell me, "Tame limbadia vakil banwa mango cho, go and work hard," which motivated us to work hard. I am telling all the young lawyers to work hard and hard. Set an aim, set a goal, you will always find that you will be achieving your goal. You should be very clear in your arguments before the court, not clumsy. You should be able to place your submissions in a manner that judge can understand, not in a clumsy manner which confuses the judge, and judge will say, "Kya कहना चाहते हो?" Always be prepared with your facts and law. Devote time reading your case to argue before the court. Never feel low if any case is against you. Work hard, work forward. If you desire to be a good lawyer, never leave your goal. And lastly, for 4 lines for my junior brothers, junior advocates, young advocates, that मुश्किल इस जिंदगी की राहों में कुछ भी नहीं, फिर भी लोग अपना इरादा बदल लेते हैं. अगर सच्चे दिल और मेहनत से मंजिल के आगे बढ़ोगे तो राहों के पत्थर भी अपना रास्ता छोड़ देते हैं. Again, from bottom of my heart, express my deepest regards to all the seniors, all the members, all my judges, brothers and sisters, all the members of registry, all out, one and all present over here, and I bid goodbye to all of you. Thank you very much.
Proceedings of the court would stand suspended for the rest of the day.